Welcome, welcome! Right this way, dear guests. Welcome to Yum-Cha Scene.
I've been so tied up with stuff at the temple lately, I haven't even had time to eat proper food. But today, we're feasting. Have you been here before, Junior Belle?
This lovely lady's got the right idea. So, what are you two in the mood for today? Chassu buns, crystal dumplings, egg tarts, steamed siumai. These are all our signature dishes. Custard buns, red beet buns, lava buns, pineapple buns, seared beef buns, and truffle foie gras buns. So many buns, every one of them's yum!
Whoa. I was trying to watch my weight, but I'm gonna have to release my inner tiger now.
All right, we'll take one of everything you just listed.
No problem. I'll get the order going right away.
Wait! Add crispy pigeon, chicken feet with black bean sauce, sampan kanji, century egg and pork kanji, stir-fried rice noodles with beef, roast goose, satay beef tripe, and sticky rice chicken. All of it!
Oh, what an appetite! An excellent taste.
Fufu, I know you're trying to treat me, and I really appreciate it. But the two of us barely weigh 200 pounds combined. There's no way we're finishing that much food. I don't mind getting chubby, but wasting food feels wrong.
You can underestimate me in a lot of ways, but never underestimate my appetite. Wait, oh no! Why did I say something so embarrassing like I was proud of it? Is there a technique that can erase the last 5 seconds from Junior Belle's memory?
Oh, yeah. Miss Fufu always eats like this when she comes in by herself.
Great, and she had to go and announce it to the world. Think, Fufu, think. There's gotta be a technique.
Fufu, you're amazing. Next time you come over, I'll make sure Wise whips up a proper feast for you.
Please, enough shaming. My bottomless appetite is embarrassing enough already. I know I messed up.
You're always helping others and walking the path of justice, right? Of course you need lots of good food to balance out all the hardship.
And I only ordered the meat dishes I like. I didn't even ask you what you wanted. I'm such a failure as a senior.
about? I love everything you ordered. I thought you looked at my favorite food list ahead of time. I heard that when you like someone, you start liking the food they love too.
Oh, so that's why I love meat so much. Because the person I like loves it too. I get it now. I like you, Junior Belle. Let's do this again next time, Junior Belle.
As long as you ask. I'll pull up no matter what.
Welcome in. Hot and fresh buns straight out of the steamer. Wanna grab a tray?
飲茶先，而家限時優惠，招牌點心折扣享不盡。
Exclusive antique appraisals workshops available. Reserve your spot now and master the art of authentication.
Since you're already here, why don't we have a cup of tea together? I'll brew some.
Thank you, Shifu.
It's just tea. No need to be so formal. You're my disciple, after all. Here, go ahead, have a taste. Oh, and just so you know, I'm not very particular with tea. Sometimes I might leave a few leaves floating around. I hope you don't mind.
Actually, I kinda like tea with leaves floating in it. It tastes better this way.
You have good taste, as expected of my disciple. Since you like it, go ahead and finish the whole cup. I had this batch roasted 4 times. Should help clear out that stagnant fatigue from staying up late.
Wait, how'd you know I stayed up late last night?
You've been staying at the temple. I notice things. The tea is helpful, but don't overdo it. It eases some of the effects of staying up. It might also make it harder for you to fall asleep tonight. Balance is key. That applies here too. It's the same for you at work. No matter how important things seem, your well-being should come first. It's best to cut down on those late nights when you can.
Actually, I didn't really stay up. I just go to bed late. It's kind of my normal routine.
Well then, you yourself know your body best. It's just as your Shifu, I am responsible for your well-being to some degree. All right, the tea is nice, but we should have snacks to go with it too. Feel free to order anything you like. My treat. No need to rush. We still have plenty of time to spend together today.
Every fractured shard holds a forgotten tale, waiting for the right hands to piece them back. 飲茶先。
Junior Bell, when did you get here?
About half an hour ago. You were focused on training, so I didn't want to disturb you.
I didn't even notice you were here. Oh, my apologies. I tried my best to stay quiet. Did I wake you up anyway?
Nah, I couldn't fall asleep, so I decided to take a walk. Speaking of, why are you training in the middle of the night, Senior Inhu?
Well, there's no fancy reason behind it. It's just that I feel myself lacking in terms of training, especially when I see Shifu, Senior Fufu, and Senior Shuyuan excelling in theirs. It's hard to sleep whenever the thought crosses my mind. So after some tossing and turning, I decided to get up and have something to eat. But then I overate the buns and ended up feeling bloated. So that's why I'm here, to train and burn off some of the extra energy.
Oh, I thought when you couldn't sleep, your first instinct was to get up and train.
Oh no, I'm not that hardworking. However, training is great for self-discipline. Good food fills the belly, and good training nourishes the spirit. Whenever I tune my breathing and become mindful of the shift and flow of the world around, it always calms my restless heart. Why not give it a try, Junior Bell? I told you, it's great practice. This was the very first lesson.
The first lesson Ishu and Shifu taught you? I'm intrigued. Can you tell me more?
Huh? That's what intrigues you. Well, sure. But your impression of me might change after. And it's not really an interesting tale. Are you sure you still want to hear it?
Of course, as long as you're willing to tell it.
All right. Before meeting Shufu and becoming a disciple of Yunquei Summit, I was a wanderer roaming about New Eridu with no family. The only thing special about me was that I'm a panda thyron. As you know, bear thyrons and cat thyrons aren't that rare, but things are different with panda thyrons. Despite the sprawling city, I had no kin and could only rely on myself to get by. Those were tough days. I hadn't learned how to cook, nor did I have any other skills. I was starving every day, scraping by with odd jobs. You can never truly appreciate food until you've starved. I learned very quickly that if I wanted to eat my fill, I had to rely on my skills.
And then? Did you come to Yunquei Summit and become Shifu's disciple then?
Huh? Oh, of course not. There's still a ways to go. I became a hollow raider. Turns out, my ether aptitude is pretty decent, and I had enough raw strength to brawl my way through hollows. So I was able to feed myself by selling all the valuables I plundered during those expeditions. I couldn't care less about those who stood in my way inside the hollow. Ethereals, bandit gangs, other hollow raiders, you name it. I treated anyone who tried to take my loot to a face full of punches. Until one day, I found a rare trinket in the hollow. Something important related to porcelain, I thought. I wasn't sure back then, but I knew it was worth a fortune. And that's when a lady with white hair and garments approached me. I bet you must have guessed by now. Yep, that was Yi Xuan Shufu.
I get it. She was searching for that important object and ran into you. So she asked you to hand it over and invited you to join Yunquei Summit for good, right?
Huh? Of course not. We're just getting started. She lost her way inside the hollow and asked me for directions. But I didn't know that was all she really wanted. I thought she was after my loot. So, I fought her. That was the first time I learned that violence can't solve everything. Especially when you're up against someone much stronger than you. Shifu put me to the floor swiftly.
I got it. That's when she recognized the potential in you, then convinced you to become her disciple, right?
Huh? No, we're not even halfway through the story yet. I was spent from the fight, and then passed out from hunger. When I came to, she had already taken me out of the hollow. She told me that long-term exposure to ether was causing me to struggle with my inner demons, and that I should do as she said if I wanted to contain the violence within. And then she taught me the training routine I just showed you. I did it in front of her and felt the aggression inside me melt away, as if nothing would anger or upset me again. It was an extraordinary feeling. It made me think that if I clung to my way of life, maybe I'd never experience the wonders of this technique again.
That's when you finally joined Yunquei Summit, right?
Huh? No, but that's coming up soon. I then asked her if she had any food. After all, my mind was enriched, but my belly was still empty. As much as I was ready to change my ways and become a new panda, I couldn't spare the mental energy while on an empty stomach. And then she told me that Yunquei Summit serves 3 meals a day. So I joined. But she didn't explain that 3 meals a day actually meant funds for 3 meals a day. Yunquei Summit didn't even have a proper chef. In the end, I had to learn how to cook and serve everyone anyway.
Well, your past is, how should I put it? Filled with twists and turns, or
a tangled mess, right? It's all right, because I think so too. But this is much better than the days when I had no one and nothing, isn't it? Without this mess, I wouldn't have become Shifu's disciple, met Senior Fufu and Shu Yuan, and you. I haven't told anyone this chapter of my life so far. It's not that interesting anyway. But for some reason, I just can't say no to your curious gaze. Don't go telling anyone else now.
Of course. I'm keeping this amazingly interesting story all for myself.
Oh, you're making me blush. Well, I'm feeling tired from training. Why don't we have a midnight snack together? What would you like to eat? I've got you covered.
there you are. Perfect timing.
Whoa! I like your new outfit.
Of course, I picked it just for today. Actually, I've had it for ages, but totally forgot it was in my closet. I was still struggling to pick what to wear yesterday when it suddenly hit me. I still have this. Not sure if I've put on a little weight lately, though. Be honest now, does this look a little snug?
Not at all. It looks perfect on you.
Really? That's great. Looks like I'm not so bad at fashion after all. Oh, and my handbag. Does it go well with the outfit? I spent ages at the flea market before I found it. It matches my vibe perfectly, and it was super cheap. What a steal! The whole outfit and bag together only cost me... Wait, why am I telling everyone how cheap they were the first time I've ever worn them? Please, forget everything I said about the prices.
What prices? No idea what you're talking about. Anyway. Now I feel like I should have gone shopping and showed up in a new outfit too.
Oh? Thinking about shopping for some new clothes? Take me with you next time. I can give you some suggestions. As you can see, I happen to have pretty good taste when it comes to fashion.
Cool. I'll be sure to ask you next time. I really want to get some nice and affordable outfits too.
All right, it's a deal. So, what's our plan for today? Any movies you're interested in?
Didn't you say yesterday that you would take care of picking the movies?
Yes, I did say that. But, I didn't have any good ideas, though. My original plan was to just leave all the planning to you, and I'd take care of the money.
Let's do it the other way around. I'll pay. I don't want you to have to work harder to make up for it.
Hey, no talking about work here. All right, let's head inside.
What are you gonna see this time?
That's right, but she's not really a puppy anymore. Pika's actually quite big now. When she's fully stretched out, she can take up most of my bed. When I adopted her from the shelter, she was just a tiny little thing, but she's always been well behaved. Not only does she not guard her food, but she even shares her treats with her other family members. I did give her some training, but really Pika just has a kind and gentle nature. You know, pet ownership is a two-way street. We may raise our pets, but our pets help raise us too. I want my kids to grow up with an influence like Pika, and Mochi and Empire too. Kids who love animals all turn out good, don't you think? Sorry, we were talking about puppies and I totally went off topic. I don't know why, but when I talk to you, I always end up thinking about the distant future. Anyway, the movie's about to start. Let's watch.
When I pulled you out of that fissure, you were so scared that you wouldn't even touch a can of food. Who would have guessed I'd be counting on you so soon? Here, take the leash. This time, it's your turn to lead the way.
Oh, yeah. I really can't stand these kinds of scenes. I know it's all just acting, but even then, the little pup is trying so hard. Really? You too? I guess anyone would cry at this part, huh? Goodness, it's our first time out watching a movie, and we're both so embarrassed. The movie was a real tearjerker. Seeing that dog reminded me of when Pico was a little puppy. I'll bring Pika out to play sometime. I can tell you're someone who loves animals, too. Mochi is really shy, so I don't think I can bring her out. But I have a solution. If it's not too much trouble, maybe you could come over to my place and see them. I'll actually be going away for a while soon, and I've been worried about what to do with my 3 little ones while I'm gone. I've been looking for someone to help me fill up their food and water while I'm away. I was going to ask my mom for help, but she said she's afraid of big dogs and allergic to cats. So, if it's not too much trouble... The film was shot really well, and the ending was perfect. Neither the person nor the pup let the other down. It was such a beautiful story. the movie magic.
As expected of you, always so thoughtful. But don't worry, I don't normally cry during movies. Unless you want to see me cry. Are you okay? Okay, that's good. Wow. No wonder the reviews have been raving about this movie. It's actually pretty touching. If it makes you cry, you can tell me. I'm not gonna make fun of you or anything. It's just a movie.
I don't need any special flights, Joseph. All I want is for you to be safe. Please don't go, okay?
Don't you trust your fiancé? Just wait. I'll bring back some stars for you to see.
No, I do. But I've seen accidents. I've seen you spiraling right in front of me. Joseph, please don't go.
Not everyone can march toward an ending they know is doomed. But if it's you, I believe you can. Let me tell you a secret. The reason I wanted to watch this movie in the first place was actually because of its title. Don't you think both the words last and flight suit me perfectly? Just kidding. Don't take it seriously. But honestly, I would never do what the male lead did. So reckless with his own life, needing his partner to save him over and over again. Oops, did that sound a bit arrogant? Anyway, I'm really glad we watched this movie together. Despite the plot issues, I still had a great time watching this movie. Even though it's a romance movie, there were some surprisingly deep thoughts on life, too. Though, honestly, it probably felt that way because I was watching it with you.
Enjoy the movie magic! What would it feel like to be a bamboo? You wouldn't be able to eat burgers, and the seat in front of you would always block your view at the movies. You treat bamboo very well. Becoming one of your bangbus should be a blessing. When Nicole couldn't pay the rent and everyone had to survive on instant noodles, it couldn't get any plugin updates either. But whenever we have some income, Nicole always updates it first before going to buy frozen food and discounted snacks. I can't tolerate such behavior. Respecting other people's movie experience is also a form of respecting the film itself. Thanks. It seems like my aura attack wasn't working on him. Aura attack. The villains in movies can make their opponents submit with just their aura. A lot of movie villains are really charismatic. Seems like my acting needs work.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Daydreaming again, little bamboo. Oh, my squishy little cupcake. Oh, you're so soft. You were born to be feted and rubbed.
Oh no! Oh no!
The comedy comes in bursts and has a really distinct style. Looks like the reviews were right after all. I'm adding this to Anby's 50 must-watch movies. It was actually only 10 at first. Nope. Every burger should be a must-try. Burgers and movies are soulmates. We can split mine, half each. When paired with a burger, a movie you could watch 100 times turns into one you could watch 1,000 times without getting bored. That's the secret to watching movies. That was pretty funny. You enjoyed it too, right? I really liked the ending. After the main character turns back into a human, he didn't abandon the bamboo friend who helped him. He didn't abandon the bamboo friend who helped him, or the place that sheltered him during his days as a bamboo. He might be the main character of a comedy, but he earned my respect. He was much more loyal than I was. it's not. But I've been running from it for so long. Really? Thanks. I never thought I'd actually hear such movie-like lines in real life. Today was much more than just watching a great movie. If life's a comedy, maybe there's not much difference between humans and Bangbu. This movie will probably be on my Andy's must-watch movies list for quite a while. Thanks for keeping me company. I hope we can come back with everyone from the Cunning Hares sometime.
What are you gonna see this time?
Just as I thought. Almost no one's around for the late-night screenings. The seats are kind of close to the front, but I doubt anyone will recognize me. Just to be safe, let's keep our voices down so we don't draw attention. These seats have way too much space between them, though. If we could sit just a little closer, it'd be easier to hear each other. Ooh, look! The armrest moves. Perfect. Now we can sit closer. The movie's about to start, so get ready to see my performance. When we first filmed this scene, the director wanted me to look both evil and charming at the same time. It's my first time playing this sort of character. Do you think I pulled off the whole evil but charming vibe? Oh, there are even more wickedly charming close-ups later. Well, let's just wait and see. I'll ask for your thoughts after the movie.
You said some other guests were waiting for me in the lobby. But we're deep in the mountains. There shouldn't be anyone alive in this villa.
Well, they aren't exactly alive. But it's also true they're waiting for new guests. Just like the 47 other guests before you.
You mean Vale? Who are you? What is this place?
Whoa, okay, this is kind of scary. Those props didn't feel scary at all when we were filming, but now when you see them on the big screen, whew, yikes. Nope, I can't watch anymore. Can you help me out? You know, just tell me when the scary part is over. It's over? Oh, thank goodness. That scared me half to death. I'm so glad you're here, or I might have had to sit through the whole second half with my eyes closed. Oh, it's over. That was way scarier than I thought. And to think everyone was all jokes and giggles during breaks on set. The final cut turned out so powerful. The director is amazing. You know, the scene where I kissed the red veil, left a lip print, and tossed it into the woods. So, what did you think of it? Oh, come on now. Well, how about I give it to you as a souvenir? When we wrapped, the crew let us each take home one prop, and I picked the veil. It's a little keepsake of my first on-screen kiss, I guess. Ah, but it still has my lip print on it. Want me to wash it before I give it to you? This was my first time doing a movie like this. The director told me to look at the guest like I was eyeing my next prey. I spent forever practicing that stare. The scene where I lifted the veil to reveal my glare even scared me. I didn't realize I could look that terrifying.
What are you gonna see this time?
The story begins. It's getting faster. I want to see more.
Looks like I should be a little more scared. That way I'll have an excuse to whisper in your ear later. The lumberjack is so scary. I would never. Looks like I should be a little more scared. That way I'll have an excuse to whisper in your ear later. The lumberjack is so scary. Huh? I'm not that scared. But can I hold on to your sleeve? I'll feel much better that way.
This nameplate. It's from the lumberjack. Prototype E07. Someone's building these mechanical monsters! We walked right into some sort of weird experiment. Oh no, we never should have gotten involved with any of you!
But there's good news. Look over there. No one said there was only one lumberjack.
story is almost at the climax, Lord Phaethon. Just watch now. Lord Phaethon, it's really nice having you by my side. What stood out to me the most wasn't the horror. It was how they kept instinctively protecting their backpacks while running away. They were protecting the gifts and decorations they had prepared for their friend's birthday celebration. And that boy, the first one the lumberjack took. At the end, he smiled and said he was just stepping out to tune his guitar so his friends wouldn't worry. That kind of lingering regret hits even harder than death itself.
Enjoy the movie magic!
Finally, it's starting!
It's getting faster. I want to see more.
Hope you enjoyed it.
I'm very sorry, Ishwan Shifu. My dad still won't talk to me about the Sky Letter.
No need to apologize. I should be thanking you for trying to help. But this isn't something we can force. The Tide Fair was created to lift people's spirits, to bring hope to the community. If it starts causing strife between a father and son, wouldn't that defeat the whole purpose?
My dad used to love the Tide Fair. He'd bring the whole family along. To be honest, I didn't think much of it at the time. But after hearing him talk about it so much, I've started to see it differently. Now look at us. I'm the devoted one, and he's the one who's turned away from it.
Was the Tide Fair always so popular?
Maybe this is a good time to share what I know about the Tide Fair. The founder of Suibian Temple started traveling the world after leaving Waifei and hasn't returned to Yunquai Summit since. I've only learned bits and pieces from records that were left behind. Decades ago, mystics from Yunquai Summit first arrived in Waifei. Back then, the ether currents around the hollows were even more violent than they are now. Families were torn apart. People lost loved ones to the hollows, never to hear from them again. So a mystic created a special kind of paper bird called a sky letter. She had the people of Waifei write messages inside them. Words of longing or prayers for family and friends. And then the mystic, armed only with her sword, carried a basket full of sky letters into the hollow and released them with a spell. The thoughts and prayers of Waifei were scattered across the hollow, and strangely enough, the violent tides around the hollow began to calm after that.
I can take the story from here. Afterward, the mystics settled down here and built Suibian Temple. People kept releasing sky letters, and the ritual became an annual tradition, the Tide Fair. Nowadays, people still write sky letter messages for loved ones lost in the hollow, or blessings for those about to enter it. Then, a mystic at Suibian Temple performs a spell to send the sky letters flying into the hollow on their own. But we never knew the name of that mystic. Everyone just called her the Suibian Temple Shifu. Over time, the name stuck, and people just started calling her Sui Shifu.
Yunquai Summit does have her name on record, but it's possible she just made it up, too. I wouldn't be surprised if she's using a different name now, off wandering who knows where. In any case, I'll find another way to investigate the sky letter. Whether I succeed or not will depend on fate.
I believe in my dad. I don't know why he's not talking, but I'm sure he'll come around. This is what everyone in Waifei wants, and what my brother would want too.
Your brother?
Yeah, I had an older brother. He loved the Tide Fair. But 11 years ago, he... forget it. Doesn't really matter now. Anyway, I'll stop bothering you. It's about time for me to head back.
It was just a single sigil. But somehow, it's gotten a lot more complicated.
You think so? Personally, I feel like we're getting closer to the truth. But don't let it weigh on you. Just focus on what's in front of us. It will be up to fate whether it works out in the end.
见大生长，比人柴大。